if the Minions characters were actually charged for their crimes.
Crime's very reason for existence.
The Minions just can't keep a boss. They end up accidentally killing a few in the introduction. These deaths include a dinosaur falling into a volcano, an Egyptian pharaoh crushed by his pyramid, a vampire burned by sunlight, and apparently Napoleon. Not a great few centuries for the Minions. The Minions try to blend into the 1960s. This starts with them swiping some clothes. Well, the clothes that fit them.
Thank you.
The Minions end up locked in a store after hours. It was an accident, but they still use the store as a lodging. It's a case of trespassing, accidental though it may be. Even a road trip proves to be an opportunity for crimes with the Minions. They end up firing a bazooka that stops the cop cars pursuing them. Again, it's an accident, but again, it's a crime.
Banana!
Banana!
The Minions are all about Scarlet's plan to swipe the Queen's crown. They'll do just about anything to find a new villain boss. The heist is on as the Minions infiltrate a castle. It would be trespassing if they were just sneaking in. Since they're using a gun to burst the doors open, it's breaking and entering. Naturally, the Minions make a mess of things on their heist. This leads them to fleeing from the police and hijacking the Queen's ride. Of course, they still do it in a funny way. This Minion gets a bit too physical when trying to steal the Queen's crown. And this little Minion is not very good at driving a carriage. The Minions end up causing more damage. They end up breaking a chandelier and assaulting Scarlet. That's more than enough to rile her up for murder. A lone Minion breaks into Scarlet's lair to save the other Minions. Though this act is noble, this Minion commits breaking and entering. That being said, it is his most competent crime. When one Minion grows to an absurd size, he's having trouble navigating London. This leads to a whole lot of property damage. At least he's trying not to cause much harm. Scarlet makes a grand entrance and proposal. She dares the villains of a convention to steal a ruby from her. This leads to so much assault. She can certainly hold her own against a room full of aggressive bad guys. Scarlet shows off her many stolen riches. Pretty bold to leave it all hanging out like that. She wants everybody to know the cool stuff she swiped.
La cucaracha?
For her next big heist, Scarlet wants to steal the Queen of England's crown. That's a big plan for her short Minions. It's also a criminal conspiracy.
Invention to steal my crown?
It can be assumed that Scarlet probably didn't ask to enter the palace. This is due to her being angry at the Minions for being treated like royalty. Well, that and her lava gun also leads to an assault charge. The Minions are far too trusting of Scarlet. This makes it easy for her to trap them in the palace's dungeon. The poor guys should have seen this coming.
Get out of my sight!
Scarlet doesn't take criticism well. She assaults a fashion designer with missiles. How does she conceal them in that dress?
What do we have here?
Hello.
Scarlet gets extra vicious when she takes two Minions hostage. She means business now. there's little doubt that she wouldn't kill these two. Scarlet wasn't kidding about murdering the minions. When Kevin doesn't show, she lights the fuse for a massive explosion. Now that's just overkill. Not even a bigger minion scares Scarlet. She goes straight to firing her weapons at him and destroying the city with lava. She even has a fabulous rocket dress to do so with. Scarlet never gives up. She launches a missile at the giant Kevin minion. That counts as both assault with a deadly weapon and attempted murder.
The crown is gone! It's gone!
Scarlet and Herb make one last attempt to steal the crown. They almost got away with it too. Well, almost.
Just a few things I stole to help fill the void.
Herb works alongside Scarlet. This means he's taken part in most of her stolen goods. His swiping of the Andy Warhol painting is confirmed. To think he stole it for the love of soup.
Oh, I love England.
Like a genuine couple, Herb shares in the crimes of Scarlet. This means he's also part of the caper planning for swiping the crown. He seems pretty cool with it as well.
Let's do this!
It's pretty bad that Herb takes such delight in torturing the minions. It's almost as bad as the torture itself.
Bye-bye.
Herb shares in Scarlet's attempted murder of the minions. He is way too chill for blowing them up with that much explosive. Herb sticks with Scarlet right until the bitter end. That end includes making one last swipe for the crown, which, as one might expect, they do not pull off. Gru doesn't show up until the end of the movie. That being said, he caps off the movie with his big crime. He freezes Scarlet and Herb, then takes the valuable crown for himself. That's not too bad for a kid villain in training.